Tough choice with Kazeem, Rahman. Would you rather? Tough choice, only be able to wipe your tough choice by scooting around on the carpet. Tough choice.
What kind of carpet is it? If it's alpaca, give me the carpet.
Welcome back, guys. This is Tough Choice. I am your host, Kazeem Rahman. On the hot seat today, it's kind of me. This is one of our specialty episodes. Listen, we get a lot of emails with a lot of tough choice questions, moral dilemmas, would you rather questions. So sometimes we like to do some audience submission episodes. I think we might do 2 this month depending on scheduling. But this time the producers got together and they asked me, hey, we have a lot of ones that deal with like family stuff. So can we just do an episode for family? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Let's do an episode for family. So these are all audience submission questions. So you know how we do here. We don't really waste any time. The game is tough choice. You must pick between the two choices. You must explain yourself. You get one pause. You get one pass. You get one pause. Let's start the show.
Let it begin. Let it begin.
In the future, we'll probably discuss this. Sometimes I do want to say who submits these questions, but then sometimes it's like Eric, or sometimes it really, there's no like name. It's just like an email address, and I really don't want to submit your email addresses. So when you submit a question, if you would like a shout out, put your name and let us know, hey, shout me out. So let's start. Would you rather have a family tradition where everyone wears matching pajamas every day, or one where everyone greets each other with a silly dance every morning? I think both of these sound cute, to be honest with you. I don't mind either one. I really don't mind matching pajamas. I'm in my 30s. Honestly, listen, you young kids, some of you are like 18, 19. Hopefully no one under 18, because sponsors don't really like that. You know, some of you 18, 19, college, you go to sleep. I'm saying that like I still go to sleep in shorts and a t-shirt. I don't have pajamas. But let's say my family was like, listen, we all wear these pajamas, these nice silk cotton blend pajamas. It depends on the pajamas. Now that I'm really speaking out loud, it really depends on the pajamas. If these pajamas feel like cardboard and I can't really sleep because they're itching me, then I don't want them. Because I know my family, and let's just say we're cheap. We're very cheap. We don't like to spend on things that are unnecessary, right? Infrastructure stuff like house, car, phone, computer, all that stuff I'll spend money on. Hey man, I like wearing black t-shirts. That's really all I kind of wear, black t-shirts, honestly. So there really isn't anything that I want to spend money on outside of the main necessities of life. And I don't think pajamas are that necessity. So I don't think the pajamas are going to be comfortable. Now, if every day I just got to greet you with a silly dance, I mean, come on, man. That's cool. That's cute. That's a bonding thing. I don't think, in the future, if I have children, like, I don't think they're going to like, if I have children, I do have a child. I don't think in the future people's kids, and I'm just thinking about my nieces and nephews because they're way older. When they become like full-fledged teenagers, I don't think they're going to enjoy the silly dance every morning, but they'll get over it. Right? So, you know what? I'm going to go with the dance. I'm going to go with the silly dance. This was a good question. I like the questions you guys are submitting. Before, it was like, would you rather have sex with this or bang that? Or put this down your throat and drink this vomit and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, guys, what are you reading that you're sending me these questions? So yeah, I'm going to go with the silly dance every morning. That's cute. Both of them are cute. So I'll go with the silly dance. It's less of a threat to my comfortability, if that makes sense. That's not really proper grammar, but it's less of a threat to me being comfortable because I don't know how these pajamas are going to feel. Would you rather be in a family that communicates only through inside jokes, or a family that only talks in movie quotes. That's hard. Because both of them are gonna be inside jokes. Inside jokes between who? Right? If I'm trying to communicate to my parents and I have an inside joke with my dad and my mom doesn't understand, that's gonna be a little hard. That's gonna be a little hard if I'm talking to more than one person of the family, right? A family that only talks in movie quotes. I don't know movies like that. That's the big problem, right? If I'm gonna say I'll be back every 5 minutes because that's the only movie quote I know, I don't know any movie quotes. In the movies that I know, it's like Batman. It's like, oh, you think I was born in the dark, raised by it. By the time I saw the light, I was only a man. How am I going to explain what I want for breakfast if that's all you know what I mean? Like, how am I going to explain, that that I have a show on Saturday and I'll be home late like that? How do I explain that in movie quotes? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I think I have to communicate through inside jokes. The inside jokes will be a little rough. It'll be a little annoying for the person that doesn't get them. But movie quotes is a little more stressful if I have to do that because I don't know movies. I like movies, but I don't know movies. I'll watch a movie, but I can't tell you my favorite movie quote right now. I can't tell you my favorite movie. I don't really have a favorite movie. I think for a while it was Next Friday, Ice Cube and Mike Epps. That was my favorite movie. I can quote the movie, but then it's like, what do you the quoting the movie of Mike Epps is like, say another motherfucking thing. That's it. That's the only quote I know. And that was just when Pinky showed up and was pointing a gun at Craig. And that's it. That's the only movie quote I know. I don't know any movie quotes. So if I have to communicate, that means I have to do research first. Which means I would have to watch a lot of boring movies. You know what I mean? Especially like think of it if someone, my tongue tied, think of it as someone that like watches anime. I don't watch a lot of anime. I don't watch any anime. But if I know certain people that watch anime, but they watch it in like dub or like sub or like dub is like when it's English dubbed is when it's just a voice actor saying the words. And English subtitles is if you're hearing the words in the different language, but you're reading the words in English. So a lot of times, especially, how do I say this nicely? A lot of like geeky anime dorks. That's as nice as I can put it. Dragon Ball Z and only Dragon Ball Z, and maybe Gundam Wing. And that's it. That's really all the anime. I don't know if Pokemon counts as anime, but I loved Pokemon when I was younger, so I'm not 100% sure if Pokemon counts. So, a lot of these anime people will be nice now. A lot of these anime individuals will prefer to watch the anime English subtitle because they want to hear the Japanese or hear the Korean. So what they want to do is try to learn it and then read. And who has time for that? No one has time for that. No one has time for that. And if I have to do that and try to memorize it so I can quote it, no, thank you. No, thank you. I say all of that to say this. Inside jokes it is. I said all of that just to say it's about to be inside jokes in this place for a while. All right. Would you rather? Keep them coming, guys. Email toughchoice@outlook.com if you would like to email your would you rather questions or your moral dilemmas or any tough choice you happen to have tried to make and you need our help. So, would you rather have a family holiday where everyone must dress as their favorite superhero or one where everyone must wear an elaborate wig? I'm not good at like costumes, right? I don't do Halloween. Maybe when I was younger, even when we did Halloween, we didn't dress up. No one really dressed up in my neighborhood. I don't remember that. I remember we dressed up one time. I didn't even dress up. I had on like there's like clown makeup with it. I still wore a t-shirt and jeans. I didn't really dress up for Halloween. I remember just going to people's houses and getting candy, right? And now, weirdly enough, the street that I grew up on, all the kids are like gone. So like no one on our street offers candy because all our lights are off. So no one on our street like offers candy or anything. So it's actually very interesting how my neighborhood evolved, right? But I didn't do I didn't I still don't like Halloween like that. I don't do it. I don't go. Yeah, I've been invited to Halloween parties. I don't go. I don't really care for it. I don't like dressing up. I don't care to dress up. I don't really do all that. So if we have a family holiday where everyone must dress up as their favorite superhero, I also don't have a favorite superhero, right? I would say Gambit from X-Men, but he's like Creole and very white. So how do you dress up as Gambit from X-Men? But listen, a holiday where everyone must wear an elaborate wig. Listen, is as long as okay, I'm not trying to sound weird, but as long as like we're all inside and we're not I don't have to like go outside with the wig cuz I'll probably have a heart attack if you make me go outside with a wig on. But if everyone must wear an elaborate wig and it's just a family holiday, it's just wig day for the family, just wig day for the Rahman clan. That's it. Just wig day. Let's do the wig day. Let's do the wig day. I'm gonna get the most elaborate wig. We were talking about Dragon Ball Z earlier. Listen, the Goku wig is coming. The Vegeta wig is coming. Right? The Super Saiyan wig is coming. You already know. You already know. I can't think of any else like elaborate wig, right? Maybe like hardcore, like blonde dreadlocks. It's elaborate, right? Or red dreadlock, or like the Brawly. I'm still on Dragon Ball Z. Like, what's the Super Saiyan? Email toughchoice@outlook.com. What is the Super Saiyan with like the super long hair? I'll do that. That Super Saiyan I want. That Super Saiyan where like I don't know how you become a Super Saiyan and your hair just grows. Maybe someone from anime, one of you anime weirdos can one of you anime weirdos. Yeah, I said it. I said it on my podcast. I said it. Now, one of you anime people, individuals, can probably let me know what it means when a Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan guy grows his hair. I'd want one of those elaborate wigs. And honestly, not even gonna lie, one year I'm just gonna come as a blonde white woman. You already know. One of these years, I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Let's get this Becky wig. Right? Let's put on a quick Samantha. Right? Let's do like a bowl cut. Right? If it's wig day, it's wig day. Like I'm going for elaborate, but I'm probably gonna go for unique. Right? What's a wig that no one else was thinking of? That's what I want. That's what I want. Does bald count as a wig? That's a good question. I don't know. What if I want a bald cap? Right? What if I want a mohawk? It's a wig. It's a wig just means it's a hair placement on my head. So it doesn't have to be like a lot of hair. It can just be like a really cool lightning blue mohawk that I want to do. But I'm doing the wig. I'm doing the wig. Would you rather have a family game night where the only game allowed is charades, or a family movie night where every movie is a musical? I don't know. I really have to think about this. A family movie night where every movie is a musical. We're going to be watching a lot of old school movies. They don't really make as many musicals. Now, we are recording this near the end of the year, and it has, how many musicals have come out this year? Joker was a musical. Willy Wonka was a musical. Mean Girls was a musical. Color Purple was a musical. A lot of musicals have come out. I don't know if they came out. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know if they came out this year, but they came out in recent history. A lot of secret musicals have come out. So I mean, listen, movie night probably be like every like Wednesday can be movie night because it can't be on the weekend because I'm still a stand-up comic, right? So it can't be on the weekend because I still got stuff to do. But if it's movie night every Wednesday and I have to watch a musical, maybe I'll think about it. I don't know. I don't know if I want a musical every Wednesday because I don't like musicals like that. I know I should have probably said that in the beginning when I was discussing musicals, but I really don't like a musical. I like a musical number, if that makes sense. I like if I'm watching a movie and then suddenly they break out into song and dance, and then that's the only part of the movie that's ever going to have song and dance. I like that. I don't mind that. Okay, moving to the other side of this question. The only game allowed is charades. Listen, there's this game called Taboo. It's kind of like charades, except you can talk. I suck at that game. I'm not very good. I'm not good at giving hints. I'm not good at taking hints. I'm not good at guessing at what the word is that you're looking at. I'm not good at cheating. I'm not good at any of that. I'm not good at Taboo. So charades, you have to do a word. You have a word, and then you can't talk, and you just have to act out the word, and people will guess it. There's no way I will be good at that game. There's no way. There's no possible scenario that I will be good. And here's the kicker. There's no possible scenario that I will even get better. You know what I mean? Like, because this is a continuous family game night, which means it's like at least I'm thinking either monthly or bi-weekly. Either every other week or is once a month. And we'll be fair. We'll do every 3 weeks. So sometimes it's like twice a month, sometimes it's once a month. It's just every 3 weeks. A month is around 4 weeks. So every 3 weeks we have family game night or family movie night. So you're telling me every 3 weeks I have to bring my charades team down to 0 because we're losing that game. We're losing. The shame in my family that's going to happen at the fact that I just can't even get better at charades. I suck at charades. Now, if we're playing a different game, maybe if we're playing Monopoly, Family Game Night, Monopoly Edition, it's over, man. It's over, my guy. It is over. Ain't no way you're going to tell me that you're winning at Monopoly. No, that's not happening. So here's what's going to happen. I'll take the musical. I will suffer through it. I don't think I'll enjoy myself, right? Maybe sometimes. Maybe, you know what? I look back. I've never seen High School Musical. We didn't have cable like that, right? Also, I was too old to like High School Musical. I was more on the older side. We weren't watching it like that. But I remember what was a musical. You know what? Disney movies are musicals technically. Oh. I never even thought about that. Like the old school Disney movies, they were musicals. Like the new school Disney movies, not really. But the old school animated Disney movies, there was a bunch of musicals. Okay, let's do the musical. I think I'll enjoy the musical if it's a Disney musical, old school Disney musical, not these new school BS that they've been putting out. No disrespect, Walt, but these new like remakes. Well, I haven't watched them because I'm an adult. I'm not watching a kids movie. It's not made for me, right? I didn't see Lion King for what? That's stupid. But I mean, listen, I'll watch a musical. I'll watch a musical once every 3 weeks. I'll watch a musical. I'll sit with my family and watch a musical, and it's good for the kids, right? We keep forgetting that. I like a lot of guns and shooting and lightsabers in my movies, and not really good for kids. Not really good for kids, right? We have to start thinking about the future. Would you rather have a family who throws surprise birthday parties on random days, or one that insists on baking congratulations on being you cakes every month? Let me get this cake. I'm going to read this question again so you understand how dope the second part is. Would you rather have a family who throws surprise birthday parties on random days, or one that insists on baking congratulations on being you cakes every month? Now that I read it again, yo, man, the first part ain't that bad, bro. The first part ain't that bad. You know what? The first part might just be the constant choice for next month. I might skip this. You know what? Actually, no, I won't skip this. I'll answer it, but it still might be man. It's not bad, bro. I mean, listen, I don't like surprises, but surprise birthday parties on random days, if it's just my family, for me, let's do it, bro. I'll do the surprise birthday parties on random days. Man, now I really don't know. I do like a nice cake. If I know a cake is coming, I'll okay. Now that I know what I want, this is still gonna be the constant choice for this is October episode, so this is gonna be the constant choice for November. I've decided, unless I randomly change my mind on a different episode. But right now, this will be the constant choice for November. So I'll break it down a little bit, but I won't answer the question. So, would you rather have a family who throws surprise birthday parties on random days? That is pretty cool. On random days, not even your birthday, just a random day surprise. Happy birthday. Here's a cake, here's some wings, here's a pizza. Right? We're gonna have a piñata. You know, I always wanted to have a piñata. Now, like, I don't even want the piñata for a specific celebration. I just want to hit a piñata open full of candy. I've never done that. I want to do that. So if you're listening and you ever see me live on tour, we should be touring early 2025. I'll put the dates out soon, but we should be touring early 2025. But if you ever see me live on tour, a small piñata. I'm not saying bring a giant piñata to my shows. I will not accept that, especially one that's not full of candy. I will admit, one time we did buy a piñata and we thought there was candy already inside. Nope, you got to put candy in that. You got to put candy all up in that. All right. So, surprise birthday parties on random days is pretty cool for your family, right? Because then you never know what you're going through. You might be sad one day and suddenly you come home, boom, surprise birthday party, right? Hopefully it's not like too many people. I think my family would know me well enough to know don't be throwing surprise parties with like more than 20 people. I don't want people in my house like that. But or the place I live. I don't have a house. We're renting. We don't own anything right now. So making a congratulations on being you. I like a good schedule. I like a schedule. I like knowing that every month I'm going to get a cake. Every single month it's cake time. I like a schedule. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. If it's Right now, I'm leaning towards congratulations on being you. I'm not answering the question, but I am leaning. I'm leaning towards congratulations on being you. Just every week, every month. I mean, yeah, I like knowing that every month, probably like on this day, like last Friday of the month, I get a congratulations on being you cake. But the random surprise parties, not that bad. Not that bad. So I'm not answering that question. I will skip that question. It's a rare moment that I only skip questions when I know I want to ask this question to a guest in the future. So, would you rather have a family that only gives gifts they made themselves, or I hold on, I'm trying to get the judgment on my heart, or a family that insists on wrapping every present in layers of silly string? I will fight. This see this is the producers, because sometimes this is my fault, but it's also producers' fault. Sometimes I read the questions before I get in the studio, because I kind of like to have an idea of what's about to happen. Today, I was rushing, admittedly, running a little late, right? We're trying to get these episodes done. We've been running some late on these episodes. We apologize, right? A lot of business things been going on, right? Recorded a special, did this, did that. We moved studios again. We're trying to get more audio. We're trying to get more video out to you guys. We're trying to like promote it more, trying to get bigger guests, bigger names. If you have a name, by the way, email toughchoice@outlook.com and then we'll reach out to them if you have an idea of who you want on our podcast. So we went from cool surprise parties and cakes to handmade gifts and silly string layers. How many layers of silly string? Enough to get you really annoyed. How about that? We're not making this easy at all. And when it says only gives gifts that they made themselves, handmade. Handmade. If your cousin is a glass maker, then that's perfectly fine. Right? If your cousin can build computers, okay. If your dad can actually make a car, like make a handmade, they made themselves. Which what's gonna really get me really annoyed? Right? Honestly, there's two ways I can go with this. I can go, if I do silly string, they're still buying me gifts. Let's I can I can get over that. But it's, I don't know, man. Silly string is annoying. Cuz I've admittedly I've bought a couple bottles of silly string in the past, and every time I've bought silly string, I say to myself, this was a mistake. This was not the smartest thing that I can do. But let's backtrack a little bit. Only give gifts that they made themselves. Honestly, I think that would build the honestly, hold on. Hold on. I think if my family made gifts that they only gave me gifts that they made themselves, I think that it would build the bonds of my family more, if that's proper English, because I know it's not, but who cares, because it's tough choice. But I will say that it's like, if I get a gift that they made themselves, sometimes I know me. I know that there are some people that are creative. There are some people that are gonna handmade are gonna give me handmade cards. That's cool. And I know there are some people that are probably gonna be like, "Oh, I made this necklace, or I crocheted this blanket for you." Cool. And then someone's gonna try to make me a bracelet, and I'm like, ugh, you couldn't just write a letter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know in my mind, I know I'm going to judge you if you make me something that I don't like. I know it. And you would too if it's family. If it's a stranger, then it's like, okay, whatever. But if it's family, especially if it's like your older, if it's my older brother and he makes me a bracelet and it's an ugly bracelet, I'm probably going to throw it away. Later, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, this is the ugliest bracelet I've ever seen in my life." I'm gonna clown him for it a lot, but then it's going in the trash because come on now, I don't know. I'm gonna do the handmade thing because I want to see how creative some of my family members are, right? And I think that would push my creativity up a notch also, right? Because if you're just if it's just wrapping in layers of silly string. It's annoying. It's annoying, and that's fine. But I kind of want to challenge my family. I want to see what's gonna go on, guys. We've only gone through 6 questions. We gotta do another one. All right, we're gonna do a Family Matters Part 2. Right? Keep doing these. Keep doing these. Keep submitting these questions. We are growing, and we love it, guys. That was our episode for now. We're gonna do part 2. I know I got Gina coming, so we'll do part 2 probably after Gina. All right, guys, that was our episode. This has been Tough Choice with Kazeem Rahman. You can find me online at Kazeem Comedy. That's KAZEEM Comedy. Like, share, subscribe to this podcast. We are growing and we love it. Our audio engineer is QueezyLeo. You can find him online at AyoQueez. Get at him for all your audio, visual, and podcast needs. All of that will be in the show notes. And if you have a tough choice question or a what would you do, or if you have a moral dilemma that you just want us to discuss on the podcast, email toughchoice@outlook.com. That is toughchoice@outlook.com. I've been Kazeem Rahman. You guys have been amazing. Bye. Tough choice with Kazeem Rahman. Would you rather? Tough choice. Only be able to wipe your tough choice by scooting around on the carpet. Tough choice. Tough choice.
What kind of carpet is it? If it's alpaca, give me the carpet.